March 29th episode of Morning Coffee and Chat. I didn't get a chance to come on Monday morning on the 27th, so I figured, why not? The wife's still relaxing in bed. It's her second day off. She goes back to the grind tomorrow night. I figured, why not go ahead and do a stream this morning and talk about some of the ideas that I've got bubbling around up here in this really scary place. I see Tony Lee there. Good morning, mate. Hopefully you and Katie are doing well this morning. Oh, but yeah, I want to change some things up, y'all. You know, I come up with a brand new idea for our investigations this year called My Haunted House. Um, I'm going to put up something on our towns. Good morning, Ian. Good to see you, bud. Mr. Sheets. Hope you're doing well this morning, sir. But I'm going to put up a concept on the our town's Facebook page, and I'm going to look for folks here in our own community that have problems with things that go bump in the night, and do some home investigations. And I'm going to show them on a new feature here on the channel called My Haunted House. Now, this is only in the planning stages. I've not tried anything yet with it. I just come up with it in a dream. So, who knows? People may take to it, they may not. There's a lot of history in this little town. This was all Potawatomi Indian land at one time. The town was actually founded by a member of the Masonic Temple from here in the area. Lewis Cass became one of the first territorial governors of Michigan. And as a matter of fact, the state capitol building is named the Lewis Cass Building. So there was a lot formation. Good morning, Mr. York. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well this morning. But that's just the first concept I've got scrolling around up here in this amusement park for things to do with 2023. Of course, we'll keep right on a rolling with our cemetery investigations and any other historic locations here in the state that we can come across, either Mark or myself or Danny or whoever. Next that a T-Rex next to you. A T-Rex? No, it's my microphone. It's my microphone. Let's see here. I've seen a whole bunch of things pop. There's Sarah. Good morning, dear. Hope you're doing well this morning. Just wanted to say hi. Hope you'll have a great day. You too, dear. You too. You have a great day too. Robert, good morning. Good morning, Ty. Good to see you, bud. I can't tell what's on the average day. Of course, I've been announcing for the last week or so that because of the Living History show 2 weekends ago, and the fact that I had more than one person tell me that I should do Cody. No one in the area does Cody. We're of course going to get that started with probably our first reenactment this year. down in Napanee, Indiana. So I'm gonna roll. I'm gonna roll with Cody at that one. I'm gonna see how it's perceived. If it's perceived well, be one more brand new persona. Oh, let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. But yeah, we have My Haunted House, new feature with the investigations. We got the Cody thing rolling in. Um, we're going to pick up the quality of the videos. We're going to start featuring more historic individuals that not everybody takes an interest in. You know, I went looking the other day for some information on Lizzie Borden, and I found a lot of videos about the murders and stuff like that, but I didn't find a lot of videos that went into the details and the evidence of the murders and what ultimately got her off, what ultimately got her acquitted. So, you know, I rolled into that detail. Right now, I'm working on a video that's turning out to be even more complicated than I thought it was going to be, and that is on Archie Grey Owl, a conservationist from Canada in the early 20th century who turned out to have a bigger secret than most people ever dreamt he could have. So, and you know, he thought he fooled the world with his secrets, but come to find out, a lot of people knew the truth. So, thought about doing Cody here in Iowa because of the museum in LeClaire, Iowa, but decided to do the Earps instead. See, that's what I ultimately want to do, Ty, is visit LeClaire, since that's where he was born at, was in LeClaire. And, you know, I would absolutely love to do the Cody thing and go out to LeClaire, Iowa, see the museum. I've been to Scouts Rest Ranch. I was just a wee little lad when I was there, but I remember seeing it. And as I was doing the video for him, um, it just I was blown away by the place. And you know, I would love to go out to Scouts Rest Ranch again as an adult, doing Cody. Um, if just to talk to the other visitors. We went in the fall, so there wasn't a lot of people there. So good morning, Sean. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing good this morning. Happy hump day to you. Oh, I mean, I read a book. Can't remember if it was autobiography or just biography. It was fascinating. Um, I don't recall Cody ever doing an autobiography. I know that there were several biographies done on him, so that very well may have been what you read, Tony Lee. Um, but a lot of those biographies were embellished upon. Let's just, yeah, let's just leave it at that. A lot of them were embellished upon a lot of the jobs that is reported that he had. Oh, Gray Owl. Oh, Archie Bellany. Oh, yeah. Well, you know, he was actually from Hastings. Um, I guess he was somewhat of a troublemaker when he was younger and wanted to go to Canada. And his aunts wanted him to, I think, become a dentist or a doctor or something like that. But after getting in just enough trouble, his aunts finally broke down and they sent him to Canada. And, you know, he took on this facet of this Native American. Um, yes, he even fooled royalty. He made two visits back to England, um, two visits to Buckingham, and he had royalty. Uh, he had well off. folks in England. He had well-off folks in America and Canada, and he had everybody fooled except the Native Americans. And that's one thing about the movie that they actually got right. The movie that Pierce Brosnan starred in several years ago about Grey Owl. When he got back from his first trip to England, first trip back to England, he was taken to the big international powwow in South Dakota, and the Sioux chief actually did, give him the choker, and looked at him, and the reporters had said that that the chief looked at him, and he held his face in his hands, and he started laughing, and he said something like, "Men dream about what they wish to become. You dreamt well." And they use that line in the movie Grey Owl. And so I mean, it's very very fascinating that even though he was faking being who he was, even the chief of the Siouan people at that time respected him. So fascinating story. Fascinating story. Um, for I hope I can get that presentation done soon, because like I said, it's very very complicated. I mean, I'm trying to take 2 hours of information and cram it into less than 30 minutes. There's just so much stuff on him, but a lot of stuff is um, just not worth telling. It's bullcrap stuff. Um, but yeah, it's let me see here. Let me see here. Been to Cody, Wyoming several times. Still want to move there, but it's a great town, great history. Buffalo Bill Museum is very cool. Took me 2 days to see most of it. I've seen video of the gun collections and stuff like that, but I've never been to Cody, Wyoming. So I would love to. I'd love to go there and check it out. Uh, may need to get a hold of you to help make a decision. Um, okay. Well, it's going to be 39 for a high here today. It's going to be 50 tomorrow. So I'm going to spend a lot of the day in here today. We got to get the yard and everything cleaned up and come up. Jesus God. Um, Saturday is Grandma's wake. We're going to meet up at the VFW. Um, well, we're all going to meet at the cemetery at 2 o'clock and put her urn in the ground next to Grandpa. And then after that, we're going to the VFW. But we figure we're probably going to have people straggle back here after the wake just to hang out. So I got to go out and get the yard all cleaned up from the wintertime. And you could be Billy Earp. You could be the unsung half little brother that they kept locked in the basement. That'd be a good Earp for you to be. Little Billy Earp. Try again. I don't know. Be their skinny, ugly sister. I don't know, dude. Yeah, Winona Earp. There you go. There you go, Tony. Boom. Oh, let me see here. I'm sitting here. I'm sitting here bullshitting, and I'm not even reading anything. Um, Let me see here. Good morning, Drew. Good morning, Drew. Too good to see you, love. Hope you're doing well. I guess yeah. It's not good morning. It's 1:14 there. So 1:16 there. So yeah. Good afternoon, Drew. Too. Hope you've had a good day so far. Let me see here. Yes, I can't decide on which up I'm going to portray. Tony, I'm good buddy. Has you? Here's a gun collection. There was one day of the museum. Oh my God! I know the video that I watched didn't show really anything in particular. Um, I mean, it just basically scanned over the guns real quick, and I think it was still a 45 minute video. I mean, if you would actually taken the time to sit and look at each individual gun, um, I would absolutely positive. I mean, I would literally sell both testicles and part of my left foot and maybe three fingers off my left hand to get my hands on a Springfield trapdoor like his favorite gun was, Lucretia LaBorgia. Um, that would blow the persona away, having a gun just like Lucretia, which was the gun he used to actually win the name Buffalo Bill. So yeah, good luck finding a trapdoor reproduction Springfield. Psst. I could do Doc since I've got his structure and I can capture his fine southern qualities. Um, we're in Yorkshire. You're in here too. All shared, Brother Drew. Listen, my fold clothes. Yeah, we already got a load in the washer too. Yesterday was her first day off for the week. Today's her second. She got up this morning at 6:30 and put the first load of laundry in. So it's going to be a house cleaning day for her, and it's going to be a house cleaning day, kind of, sort of, for us. But I'm sure there's one there. There's some guns there that are only ones in existence. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, we just went the house and the yard and stuff clean in case people do follow us back from the wake. Um, you know, maybe somebody will actually be willing to come off of some of the insurance money and help us pay the house off. Who knows? They see we're actually taking care of it, since they got, you know, $77,000 in insurance money and we got $39,000 of debt. But that's neither here nor there. I don't give a care. We're going to do our best to pay it off in one lump. Put our names on the deed and say, you. You guys are going to be seeing something this morning you've never seen before. You're going to be watching me sparingly. Sparingly. This is Mr. Cody's last cigar. Oh man. So, so far that's what I've got scrolling around, like I said, guys, up here in the amusement park. Good morning, Elvis. Long time no see, bud. Elvis is back in the building after, my God, what, 3 months? But yeah, that's what I've got scrolling around for new concepts already. Also, I'm gonna open the platform, um, make a live stream buying cigars. Dude, I really honestly wish I could, but I don't have the money to go out and buy cigars. So that's why it's my last one, or I would have gone out last night when it was 49 degrees and got a box of cigars. I figure one of these days, because it's hilarious because when I had the old channel and I was pulling decent checks in every month, decent checks, a couple $100, maybe $300 on occasion. The company or the store down here, um, morning Rusty, good to see you, bud. The store down here where I get my cigars at, they actually ordered a case of cigars. And they basically ordered a case just for me, and they kept it back in the office. That way, other people didn't come in and buy my cigars. They were going to sell me the whole case for like $250. That's 12. Yeah, it's like 12, 24, 12. How can I explain this? A case is 12 boxes of $24 cigars. And the month they ordered it was the month that the channel went down. So they didn't order any more cases for me. So, I'll know we have successfully made it back to the spot where the old channel was when I can go down there and buy, um, when I can go down there and buy a whole box of cigars. Have I ever smoked Cubans? No, sir. I have never had the pleasure of smoking a Cuban cigar before. These cigars here, um, these are made in Dallas, Texas. They're called Supreme Green Haze. And dude, this is my favorite part. Check out that price. So I'm getting 75 cigars for $24. There's 15 sleeves to a box. And like I said, the case has got 12 boxes. So whatever 12 times 75 is, that's what, like $275, something like that. So we'll get there. We'll get there. I got confidence. I got confidence. Montage and the payments are shocking. 80p a video, no money YouTube anymore unless you do fundraisers for equipment, etc. Um, Believe it or not, Drew, here in America, it ranges from, and now see, I don't know the money equivalent between here and the UK. I know that my friend Alan, when he comes, he brings usually about $1,500 with him, and when he exchanges it at the Detroit airport, where he flies into, because he flies into Detroit, then picks up a small plane and goes from Detroit to South Bend, Indiana, and we pick him up there. Um, but when he exchanges at the Detroit airport, $1,500 usually brings him in about $1,700 American. So I don't, whatever it figures out to. Come to America, bring what's in your pocket, and you'll be richer. Until you start paying our prices for everything, then you'll be dirt poor again. But I mean, you'll be driving to the store craving a cigar after the live stream. I don't drive. Uh, I might be walking to the store craving a cigar after the live stream. But I have had several Cubans in my time, unbelievably smooth. See, that's why I like these. Not only are they the green haze, so they got that little hint of menthol that I like, but they're so smooth. When I start having a real bad coughing fit, I've been sick for the last week and a half, but I'll fire one of these up, take a couple hits, and it makes all the go away. So yeah, it's shocking. But anyway, what I was saying, Drew, about that, here in America, depending upon what your niche is what your pay's based at. And since I have this channel set up as an educational channel, I make anywhere between $8 and $11 per thousand views. So, here recently our views have actually gone up. We're doing more in views right now than we've ever done before. I think we're at like 6.5 thousand views or something in the last month, or 4.5 thousand views, or five something. I haven't even looked this week. But I know we're over. When the old channel went down, we were at 975,000 views. 975,000 views is what we were at. Right now, only not even a quarter of the way as far in as we were with the last channel. We're at almost 70,000 views. Wait a second, that's not right. We were at 97,500 views on the old channel. We're at 67,000 views now. So, yep. And there's the birthday girl, boys and girls. I was actually gonna wait till tonight, and I was gonna surprise Jan when she came in, and I was gonna turn everything, and have the green screen as my background on tonight's live stream, with just a birthday cake sitting back there with burning candles all over it. And I thought, no, no. Jan's like real close to my age, and I don't care to think about the forest fire that potentially could happen every time somebody lights the candles on my birthday cake. So I decided to. Good morning, sweetheart. Happy birthday. I mean, when you get to be our age, whenever somebody puts the candles on your cake and they light them, the fire department likes to be handy, just in case. Just in case. You might light the ceiling on fire. Somebody may sneeze, light a curtain on fire. Hell, the cake might just combust. You just never know. Yeah, I was starting to think she was going AWOL today. You're not that much older than me, Jan. I said you're about my age. You're not that much older than me. I mean, what, 6, 7 years? As long as you're within that decade, give or take, plus or minus, I count it as in my age group. When you get to midnight, 5 hours. Where are you going, Ty? Where you think you're going? This is a special occasion. I was advised to use number candles because it'd be a fire hazard with Well, Sean, when you get to be up there like we are, since you're still such a young man, you come to find out you have to go out and buy individual number candles because they don't make candles, that date up as far as we are. So, and the wife, she's one of those unique individuals. She likes to spell things out with candles. But then she come to find out that it would take almost as many candles to just spell out older than fuck, um, as it would if she put my actual birth date up there. So let me see here. You at retirement age? I just got up. So sorry I'm late. Getting closer to retirement. Thank you. Have a great day. I turned 55 March 16th. 55? Really? You're a year older than I am? Well, half a year older, because I'll turn 55 in October. I had no clue, man. You hold your age well. I thought she was like maybe 48, 49 years old. Dang, dude. I stand corrected, sir. You're one of those you're one of those young fellers that hold your age secretively. I said I gotta quit smoking that thing. Put that puppy out. Crap. Yeah, one more hit. Now I'll put it out. 55 months, 16. Two more years. I'll be 65. Um, 53 tomorrow. Well, we won't be on here tomorrow, Mr. Lee, so happy 53rd birthday to you, sir. Santee, what is up, you ornery bushwhacking, cod cheating, whiskey swilling, cigar smoking SOBU? I hope you're doing well, sir. Hey, Jay, good to see you. I'm going to say how I just read. You look okay. Wait, what happened to Rusty? I don't get on Facebook anymore, guys, unless I'm uploading a video or unless I get a notification personally. I get so much crap on there anymore. I don't even get on there. So what happened to Rusty? What somebody fill in the old man here who's always busy. Rusty had a sex change. Oh, that. Oh, yeah. I got the PP cut off. Okay. Yep. I got you. Shoulder surgery. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. You did know that there was a doctor at one time that was actually thinking about putting a woman's vagina on her shoulder and putting a guy's penis on the end of his finger. But he figured that, you know, well, the ramifications of walking up to random strangers and saying, "Hey, don't I know you?" Uh, yeah, it just wasn't. It wasn't worth all the trouble. I forgot you were there. I apologize. I had rotary cuff surgery. I'm sorry. I forgot you were there. Rotator cuff. Oh, ouch. Yeah, I bet that old arms are hurting like crazy. Bet it's hard to just about do anything, especially pick up your guitar and play. Mr. Dog, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. Well, I know you're doing well because I sat in on your little shindig for a bit this morning. Right shoulder second time. Oh my God! And that's your strumming arm too. I mean, I guess as long as you can hold it tight against your body, or at least rest it on the body of the guitar, pretty much everything's done from the elbow down. I don't know though. That's still, my God. I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, I agree, Santee. I hope to hell they gave him some great pain medication. But like I said, guys, I've been running down or running around trying to think of some new things to do with the channel this year. Like I said, I'm going to try to implement my haunted house and put something up on our town, our community, our counties, Facebook pages, and try to do look for people who are having activity in their homes, and come up with a contract for them to sign where they will let us come in, do an investigation, maybe do a purification of the home, film everything, and start doing that series this year. Also, we have the Cody thing. We're trying to start. I need to wiggle around finances to try to get a couple more small pieces to go out and do the Cody impression. Of course, I got the white pants. I need to get the Cody coat. I've already found a very nice one. I can pick it up for a little over $100, and that's with shipping. Have it sent right to me. It's just like the fancy show coats he used to wear. Of course, I got the hat. So, um, and the thigh high cavalry boots, or the thigh high riding boots. So, um, besides doing that, we're going to try to pick up the quality of the live streams. Start doing some more random giveaways, playing some games. Um, I had a a very intelligent young woman speak with me the other day, and she's the one that actually came up with the idea to pick up the liveliness on the live streams a little bit, have a little bit more fun, be a little loud, and she suggested that I go to a really good friend of all of ours, Jared King, and talk to him and Laura about some of their games and stuff to get some ideas from them. So, of course, we also got AAP and some of the games and stuff they do. Of course, I don't get the donations, the silver coins and, the real pretty little knickknacks and stuff that I can just randomly give away and everything. But, we can figure something out when it comes to games and fun things, not just do interviews and trivia and sit here and watch me verbally vomit bullshit at you guys constantly and make you sit and listen. A little bit of participation. Um, Let me see here. Let me see here. You could do assless chaps, coffee chat. I thought about doing that, but this is the only chair I have, and I figured my sweaty, chapless ass sitting in this chair for, just a couple weeks, and I'm going to want to replace the chair. And I do not make enough money to do that. I think my wife paid a little over $100 for this chair 2 years ago when she got it for me and replaced the one that didn't have any cushion left in it and everything. So yeah, I probably going to stay away from the assless chaps thing. Yeah, definitely, Rusty. Yeah, I know I heard something about you going in for shoulder surgery, but I didn't know when you were doing it. So that was the thing. I just hope and pray that. I mean, it gives you an excuse to learn how to shoot left-handed. I mean, that's always a good thing. Ambidexterity is a wonderful thing for a gunslinger to have. So, uh, oh, a steel folding chair. Oh, no, 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 no. My tushy stays toasty. I have a very toasty tushy. I like it like that. And besides that, though I am getting advanced in age just a little bit, I am still a young virile man, and I don't know why, but for some reason, when my tushy gets cold, the kickstand starts to get shorter and becomes a tail as it's coming out the backside. So that's going to be very uncomfortable sitting on a metal chair with a a a a, a, a centerpiece poking out in the center. So I'm just going to kind of wobble back and forth. So yeah, no steel chair. Um, Gonna keep listening. Gotta get my dishes done. You better. Kathy will kick your butt. I gotta do dishes today too. I didn't do them last night. We ate dinner and went to bed. Anyway, better brave the elements. I'm just going outside. I may be sometime. Don't blow away, and I hope you don't drown out there. I mean, y'all keep talking about wind and rain, and we're good so far. Just gonna be chilly today. Um, GTFN, everyone. Have a great day. You take care of yourself, Tony Lee, and have a good day. And we'll catch you Friday morning. Take your time. Have a wonderful day. Get back over and read some of this. Look up game words on stream. Played it a few times. It's fun to have. Been wanting to do some streams playing it. Game words. Never heard of it. I'll have to look into that. Doing reactions to try draw a crowd in. You could do it too about something. You're funny. Reactions. What kind of reactions, Drew? I do say shoulder responsibility for sex, and perhaps a good place to put it. Hey, Mystical. Good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well today. I say this with respect and friendship, but to make the channel better, I've caught several inappropriate, according to YouTube, words. Having said that, you know how I feel about you. Inappropriate, according to YouTube, words. Yes, I've actually been paying attention to those rules that YouTube keeps changing. And once again, they changed them just the other day. They say they don't want any foul language and stuff within the first 7 seconds of a video. And as long as as long as the host is not saying the words repetitively through the video, and it's only like 2 or 3 words. I mean, it's the F word. You can't call somebody a dickhead, but you can call them a dick trickle, or call them a cranial penal or a penis cranium or something like. I mean, it's weird because you can't say, they don't want you to say these words in the first 7 seconds, and then repetitive words, the same word or words through the video. And it's just really kind of, I don't know. I don't know. They keep changing it. They've changed it 3 times in the last, God, what, month? month and a half, they've changed it 3 times now because people complained about it. So I don't freaking know. Fuck them then. Yeah. Words on stream. Oh, I'm gonna look that up, Sean. I'm gonna look that up. I know I would love to pick up. I seen Laura do. Um, oh, what do you call that? What do you call that game? We used to have it when we were kids, where you got this book and it had these paragraphs in it, and it had blanks. You had to have a noun, you had to have a verb, you had to have an adjective. Mad Libs. Thank you, Sean. I watched her do that the other night, and oh my God, it was freaking funny. Everybody was dying in the chat. It was just, it was hilarious. And I'm sitting there watching that, and I'm like, oh my God. Now I know why when I messaged Sean and he said, watch Laura's live tonight and see what she does. Um, oh yeah, mystical. It is just, I mean, you want to get, and it's one of them situations where I wish I could pay for StreamYard so I could get multiple people up on the panel with me and just to hear everybody laughing. Because, I mean, you've got this long paragraph, and it's like, my, blank member of family. So everybody goes through, they pick or you pick a member of family. Used to come over on blank, pick a holiday. Um, and we used to blank. But you don't go through and read it first. You just say, okay, I need a noun. I need a holiday. I need an action. I need an adjective. And then when you get all these blanks filled in, then you read the whole thing. And some of the crap that people come up with is just frickin' hilarious. Yeah, I know. I'm lighting it too soon. It'll be gone before the stream's half over with, and then I'll be a grouchy butt all day long. So, Mr. Santee, how are things going out your direction, sir? Loved your video the other day. And the one you sent me on Messenger, that was very cool. In case you guys didn't know, that young man right there was on the news out of Tucson. And I wish that it wasn't, the clip wasn't owned by the news company. I would actually put it up because that's something else we're going to start doing this year. We're going to start featuring channels. Our family members here that have channels and stuff like that. We're gonna start doing little videos here and there featuring different folks. So, and I honestly found out watching that watching that news clip that he sent me the other day. He is more than just a pretty face, guys. I mean, he is more than a 1970s porn stash underneath a black hat. He is very, very intelligent about that area and the history of that area and the people from that area. And it's just, I just loved it. I loved it. I took it in, showed it to the wife. She's like, oh my God, he's pretty. Evidently, he wasn't lynched. Nope, he wasn't. He wasn't. I can actually say that now it feels great to be able to tell people on a platform like this finally. It's very cool. 1970s porn stash. That's what they called me in high school. I figured as thick as that thing was, that's what they called you in junior high. Santee is a fart smeller. I'm doing better. It's weird not having velvet glued to me. I'll come on YouTube channel tomorrow. Got to get out of this rut. Hey, Bud Files. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today. Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day to all of you. I hope each and every one of you get dry hump sometime today. Dry hump by a dog, dry hump by a cat, dry hump by your lover. As far as I'm concerned, you could dry hump a bottle of whiskey. I don't care. Dyslexia gets me once in a while. I figured it was your Tourette's syndrome that would be even worse, but I mean, okay. If you want to blame it on dyslexia and not blame it on the Tourette's, you're doing good, bud. My husband is officially retired. No more trucking. 43 years. Well, congratulations. It's about time. It's about time. No more of this driving a damn truck in the wintertime, worrying about where he's at, if he's okay. You know, I always felt bad for public servants, you know, law enforcement, paramedics, EMTs, firemen. You know, when they leave for work to go start their shift, how many of their spouses think, oh my God, that might be the last time I tell them I love them. That might be the last time I see them. And you know, growing up with two uncles in trucking, I always felt the same way about truckers. You know, yes, they may have gone through training. Yes, they may have logged 2 million miles in their entire career. But they leave for a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks at a time. And, you know, how many of their spouses that don't get to go with them? That you know, they're not independents, you know, they can't take their spouse or their kids with them and stuff like that. You know, how many times do they kiss their spouse goodbye and think, oh my God, this could be the last time I see them? I wonder if their insurance is paid up. Crap, I gotta look at that. It's about the same amount of years I truck. 43 years on the road, man. That's a lot like my Uncle Dow that passed away 2 years ago in South Carolina. Like I said, I've told you guys this before, he had logged 2 million miles. But when he started, he ran North America and Canada. And after about 15 years, he only ran North America, but he ran from East Coast to West Coast. Canadian line to Mexican, you know, everywhere. And then when my aunt developed cancer and got sick, he ran a dedicated route from New York City to Galveston, Texas, just back and forth. And then finally, I think 10 years ago, he retired. He had logged 2 million miles and was working on his third 1 million mile plaque when he retired. So I have all the respect in the world for truck drivers. I took my wife a couple times, but my son the past rode with me often. Yeah, it's definitely cool. We were on vacation in South Carolina one time, and I got to do a short run with my uncle. I think we were gone for 3 days, but most amazing time. I mean, you think driving through the Smoky Mountains in a car is cool. Um, Being an 18-wheeler, going down some of those highways and stuff, twisting around where you can actually look out the window and see 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 900 feet down a mountainside to the valleys below. Very cool. I'm glad you got to have that time with your son. That's very cool. Family is everything, man. Family is everything. Without a family, it'd be an awful lonely existence in this world. And when you can have two families, you know, the one that you grow up with or the one that you're married to, and you have one on here as well, makes it even better. Jay did that when I drove on the tail of the dragon. I bet that was fun. I've heard of that before. I have heard of that before. We have a place in Indiana that you would love to drive, Jan. Um, it's up in north central Indiana, or well, northeastern Indiana. It's called the Devil's Backbone, and I mean it is constantly this for like 7 miles, and you can't see around those turns. It is nothing but woods and old abandoned houses and stuff going all the way down. Um, a lot of stories off that road. It's supposed to be a very, very haunted road, but a lot of accidents. A lot of accidents. School bus um, went off a bridge there, and several of the kids perished. There have been motorcycle accidents out there. Guys riding 2 and 3 wide like idiots, and go to round a curve, and here's a truck right here coming at them. So, and then of course back in the '60s, we had Pigman out there. This was just an old farmer, his old widower. His wife had passed years before, and he kept his front and back door open. Had all of his property fenced in, house was all run down, barn was run down, but he let his pigs walk right through his house. Everybody was scared to death of that old man, because whenever cars would come by his house, he'd just stand out there and he'd look at them. Greatest drive ever seen, Blue Ridge Parkway. Blue Ridge Parkway is beautiful. Beautiful. I was in upstate New York one night, forgot Bobby was in the sleeper. After a while, he woke up, stood next to me, and then put his hand on my shoulder. Damn, my britches. I bet. I bet. As heavily wooded as upstate New York is and everything else, I mean, that's got to be an eerie drive at night. But when somebody comes up and they put their hand on your shoulder when you forget they're in the cab with you, oh yeah, I'm sure I would probably have to pull over at the first truck stop I found and change my drawers. Um, yeah. Hey Justin, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. Getting ready for that show in Ohio coming up here real soon. Just got notification that tree pollen is high today. No wonder my sinuses are giving me fits. All right. put it out again. I hate doing this. You know, and it's funny because tree pollen's high, and this is probably the best I've felt in a week and a half. I'm still, all stuffed on this side, but other than that, now, I mean, don't get me wrong. I woke up last night because I don't know what it is, guys, but for some reason, the only way I can lay in bed since all this started happening a week and a half ago, I have to lay on my stomach with the pillows, with my head laying on the pillows like this, and I don't get that cracking and wheezing when I'm exhaling. But for some reason last night, I don't know what it was, I couldn't get the air to cough to break everything loose because I'd wake up and I was laying on my side or something like I normally sleep, and I was wheezing and popping, and I had like this huge like lump of phlegm and everything, and I could not break it loose. So needless to say, I sleep with this little guy real close to me to help break things up, but I couldn't. I had to get up on my knees. I started coughing, then I sat up, and I realized if I sat upright, then I didn't have that popping and wheezing thing. So I got threw my pillows down on the floor beside the bed, and I just laid, with this part of me up on the mattress, my knees on that pillow, and that's how I spent from 2 o'clock until 5 o'clock this morning, and didn't have any more problem until that cute little golden orphan butthead that we took in this winter decided he wanted to come up there and be loved on at 5 o'clock. I probably could have slept longer. I felt myself this morning. I felt pretty good. Oh well, hey. As long as you pass the dog test first thing in the morning. But yeah, I'm really surprised. Tree pollen's at such a high point today, and I actually feel good. Now, of course, the wife, tree pollen bugs the bejesus out of her, so God only knows when she comes out of the bedroom what it's going to be like for her. Especially when the sun comes out and it gets bright out and she wants to open the doors back up. Oh, Rusty's doing that today in history thing, guys. (1638) First permanent white settlement in Delaware. Swedish Lutherans. Oh my God, that reminds me. For those of you that actually follow the videos the day they come out, when I upload the videos ahead of time, the morning that they actually debut, I share them out to my Facebook, the Living Histories Mysteries page on Facebook. I share them out to my personal Facebook news feed, and then I've got like 7 or 8, maybe depending upon what the subject of the video is, up to 12 other pages that I share them off to. And one of them is a world history page on YouTube, and I shared yesterday's video on the 50-year anniversary of Bloody Sunday in Ireland. I got so much flack. Oh, we don't allow videos or subjects of a political nature on our world history page after 1945. I'm like, what does the battle between the Protestants and the Catholics in Ireland have to do with politics? Well, the government got involved and they called in the military to but they did that because of the Lutheran, they were, or the Protestants, they were on the side of the Protestants. But this did not start off as a political affair. It started off as um, a hate, religious, racist thing. It didn't have anything to do with politics until the government got involved. But it had been going on for years before the government got involved. So yes, it may have been political in the end, but it was actually a religious, racist thing. Oh God. 1799, New York passes gradual abolition law saying children of enslaved mothers are born free, but still owe free service to masters until they are 25 if female, 28 if male. 1806, construction is authorized of the Great National Pike, better known as the Cumberland Road, becoming the first United States federal highway. 1948, Niagara Falls stops flowing for 30 hours due to an ice jam in the river upstream. 1852, Ohio makes it illegal for children under 18 and women to work more than 10 hours a day. Well, I don't think that law is still in effect. I know people in Ohio that work longer than 10 hours a day. I know some women in Ohio that work 16 hours a day. Or at least I did when I was a young, attractive, single man. We are still working on the same flavor of Black Rifle coffee, guys. Oh, Freedom Roast. This stuff's got some good flavor to it. This has got some real good flavor to it. Nummy, nummy. Ah. Boom shakalaka laka boom shakalaka laka boom shakalaka laka boom. To put that post up on our town communities, our counties, Facebook pages today, and to see what kind of reaction I get out of folks with this new series that I want to start this year, My Haunted House, and see if people are as eager to get themselves out there and talk about their stories and stuff. I have so many people stop me. I've had business cards posted at our grocery store and stuff like that. And I've had a lot of people ask me, hey, don't you do paranormal investigation? Wow, I do parahistorical, there's got to be some history basis to it, which there's a lot of history in this town, in this county with, the first governor of the state of Michigan coming from here. So, I have this happen at my house, or I have this happen at my house, or, I'm kind of anxious to see if those people, come out of the woodwork and say, yeah, we'd love for you to come out and investigate our home. So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. 1860, Dion Boucicault stage melodrama, The Colleen Bawn, or The Bridges of Gallowin. at Laura Keene's Theater, New York City. 1864, Union General Steele's troops reach Arkadelphia, Arkansas. Arkadelphia. Why have I never heard of that? April 9th, 1865, Appomattox Campaign, Virginia. 7,582 killed. Battle of Lewis Farms, Quaker Road, Gravelly Run in Dinwiddle County, Virginia begins Union victory. U.S. Congress first approved building of Lincoln Memorial. Everything hasn't transpired is in fact historic. Exactly. Exactly. 1882, Knights of Columbus chartered for Catholic men. Why? Why only Catholic men? Why can only Catholic men join the Knights of Columbus? (1927) Henry Seagrave races his Sunbeam to a record 203.79 mile per hour at Dayton's 19 wait at date wait what? Oh, miles per hour at Daytona. Okay, I got it. Then, Yeshiva College tried to crawl in there at the end of that. 1928, Yeshiva College, now University, chartered New York City. Oh, here's an interesting event, or so, the chat says. 1929, U.S. President Herbert Hoover has first telephone installed on the desk in the Oval Office in the White House. Did he have a red telegraph um, transmitter receiver before he had the red phone? Was he just like sitting there writing before that, and all of a sudden, sir, it's the red telegraph. 1932, Jack Benny debuts on radio on Ed Sullivan's New York interview program. 1936, 10,000 watched the 200-inch mirror blank passing through Indianapolis. I never found a mirror blank passing through anything interesting, but okay. They want to see. Let them see it. (1941) World premiere performance of Benjamin Britten's Requiem Symphony by the New York Philharmonic under John Beverly at Carnegie Hall, New York City. Someplace I've always wanted to go. Carnegie Hall. Always thought that'd be interesting. I've been to see the symphony several times in my life. Indianapolis Symphony, the Fort Wayne Symphony. I've even seen the Los Angeles Symphony before when they were traveling. I didn't get to go. I've never been to California. Always wanted to go to California too. But I would love to see the New York Philharmonic just once. 1943, meat, 784 gram a week, 2 kilogram for GIs, butter and cheese rationed in U.S. during World War II. 1945, movie star Jimmy Stewart is promoted to full colonel, one of the few Americans to rise from private to colonel in 4 years. That's a hell of a promotion right there. There are men today that serve 20 years in the service and never see colonel. 1947, Beggar's Holiday closes at Broadway Theater, New York City after 111 performances. 111 performances must have done pretty good. I don't know, Tony. I don't know. I'm going to smoke that thing down to the gristle. I can see it now. I'll smoke that thing so low I'm going to have a burnt patch right here. Watch. Nineteen 51, 23rd Academy Awards, all about Eve, Judy Holliday, and Jose Ferrer win. Nineteen 51, American citizens Julius and Ethel Rosenberg are convicted and sentenced to death for conspiracy to commit espionage for the Soviet Union. Wow. That's all I can say is wow. Brigadier General. How about that? That is insane. Jimmy Stewart. 1951, Rodgers and Hammerstein's musical The King and I, based on the novel Anna and the King of Siam, opens at St. James Theater, New York City. Runs for 1,246 performances, winning 5 Tony Awards. That is interesting. Ding, ding, ding. 1959, Some Like It Hot, American comedy film directed by Billy Wilder and starring Marilyn Monroe, Tony Curtis, and Jack Lemmon premieres at Lowe's Capitol Theater, New York City. Seems like all the fascinating things that happened early off in the 20th century started off in New York City. It's probably why most of us folks don't like them. They get all the fun stuff first. 1961, 23rd Amendment to the U.S. Constitution ratified, allowing Washington, D.C. residents to vote in presidential elections. So previous to that, residents of Washington, D.C. couldn't vote for presidential elections? 1961, KCPT-TV, Channel 19 in Kansas City, Missouri, begins broadcasting. Don't know what's so great about New York City. Been there, don't want to go back. I would love to go just once. I've never been to a city like that. I mean, Houston is the biggest city I ever been to. 10 million people in the Houston Metroplex. 25 million cars on the road at any given time around the Metroplex. But I would love to go to a town or go to a city, just if nothing else, to try the different ethnicities. Now, see, I've been to Chicago, and I honestly was not, it didn't seem like you see the pictures and the videos of New York City. Chicago was nothing like that. Nothing. I think on our honeymoon, Steph and I probably walked like 8 or 10 blocks in downtown Chicago, and it was nothing like you see videos and stuff of New York City. There wasn't near as many people. There weren't near as many cars. You didn't hear the constant honking and noises and stuff that you see out of New York. Let me say how. 1962, Jack Paar's final appearance on The Tonight Show. 1963, final episode of soap opera Young Dr. Malone. 1966, Charles Strauss and Lee Adams musical It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's Superman. Opens at Alvin Theater, New York City, runs for 129 performances. No trash lining the streets. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Military chopper just flew over the house, not very high at all. Huh. Heading up towards Columbus. If you walk down the wrong street in New York City, you'll see ethnicities probably chasing you. I want to try the food. I'd love to try New York style pizza. I would love to go to Greek and Irish restaurants and pubs. Um, I'm all about trying different new and unique things. And I think a place like New York City, for somebody like me who's never been around anything like New York City, would definitely be interesting. 1967, WCMU TV, Channel 14 in Mount Pleasant, Michigan, begins broadcasting. I think they're still there. I think we've been by that building. 1968, students seize building at Bowie State College. That is a mosquito. That wasn't a military chopper. That was a mosquito. I do not think the raid is going to work on that thing. Military flight path. Yeah, I kind of figured, with the base up there real close by Columbus, or Chillicothe. Um, and then you've got the ones down there in Kentucky and everything. I kind of figured it might be flying either towards Kentucky or up towards Chillicothe. No, here on my arm. Oh, yeah, we actually saw mosquitoes when we hit almost 60 degrees last week, that one day. We seen mosquitoes outside, and then it frosted the next morning. So, we're really hoping that because of the up and down temperatures this spring, that it's going to kind of sort of kill off the mosquito population for this summer a little bit. 1971, First Lieutenant William L. Cowley Jr. found guilty in My Lai Vietnam massacre. Fucking March was a huge mosquito. This don't bode well. 1971, development of a serum hepatitis vaccine for children announced. 1971, WSBN Now, WSBN, TV channel 47 in Norton, Virginia, begins broadcasting. Wright-Patterson is just up towards Dayton. This chopper was flying towards the west. Huh. Wow. 1974 film adaptation of The Great Gatsby, starring Robert Redford and Mia Farrow, with costumes by Ralph Lauren. First released. 1974, Mariner 10's first flyby of Mercury returns photos. 1975, Lady Marmalade by LaBelle reaches #1 on U.S. singles charts. Oh, you were Wright-Patterson, Sean? That's cool. Flying west. I know there's a base in southern Indiana that, well, it's a proving ground, but we've driven by there, going back to Indiana from Tennessee and seen helicopters and stuff. And then, of course, you got Fort Bend in Indianapolis that is a decommissioned base, kind of, sort of, almost, but not quite, like Grissom Air Force Base in Peru, Indiana, that, still has a stealth bomber wing stationed there. And they got another set there, too. I don't remember what it was, but the stealth wing is still at Grissom. And Fort Bend still takes and receives and transports through flight. So I don't know what it could be. Any one of those. And right here's a very, very fitting history quote. 1976, 48th Academy Awards. One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest to Wright-Patterson. It stars Jack Nicholson and Louise Fletcher and director Milos Forman. For Dead in Ohio. 1976, 8 Ohio National Guardsmen indicted for shooting 4 Kent State University students in 1970. All right, Tony. Have yourself a good day, bud. Take care. And we'll catch you here in a couple days. 1978, variety TV show The Carol Burnett Show last airs on CBS in the U.S., having won 25 Emmy Awards. 25 Emmy Awards. It's impressive. I was with the 88th Air Base Wing doing communications. That's very cool. Big Dog, good morning. Happy Wednesday to you. Hope you're having a good day so far. Oh, I know, Jan. I did too. I used to. We used to watch Carol Burnett show. Do you remember Tim Conway and Harvey Korman were the best on that show. 1982 54th Academy Awards, Chariots of Fire, Henry Fonda and Katharine Hepburn win. Good morning, KG. Nice to see your smiling, beautiful face this morning. Come here, give me a kiss. Come here, give me a kissing. Let's see what I got in here with some meat left on it. Oh. That chicken leg still got a bite or two. Yep, it's come to this. Don't hate me. (1988) U.S. Congress discontinues aid to Nicaraguan Contras. Love going to museum, on base, Wright-Patterson, in my off time. I bet that's interesting. I've been to the Air Museum at Grissom. Very, very nice place. I love looking at the planes. (1989) 61st Academy Awards, Rain Man. Best Picture actor Dustin Hoffman, director Barry Levinson, and screenwriting and Jodie Foster win. Oh yeah, Big Dog. Alive and kicking, man. And then again, any day that you can crawl, you can sit up in bed and wiggle your toes on the carpet, and you're not trapped under it, is a hell of a start. What you do after that, or what you make it after that, is totally up to you. But so far, doing well. 1989, Michael Milken, junk bond king, indicted in New York for racketeering. We go to the museum, right, Pat, ever so often. A couple of haunted aircraft there. Interesting. 1996, 10th Soul Train Music Awards, Patti LaBelle, Boyz II Men win. Rain Man was filmed in Cincinnati. I did not know that. Adrian, good morning, dear. Hope you're doing well this morning. Haven't seen anything pop up yet, Big Dog. But if it pops up here, while the chat's still going on, I will definitely let you know. 1999, the Dow Jones Industrial Average closes at 10006.78, above the 10,000 mark for the first time ever. you, Drew? I'm good. I mean, I hope I look good. I was I looking in the mirror this morning when I was trimming up and and curling the stash, starting to train it a little bit for the Cody thing, for the Cody impression. And I'm like, have I lost more weight? So, I mean, 54, almost 55 years old, if I can start losing weight and not trying to, I figure, okay, well, it's either, well, either I'm eating better or something's eating me. But I feel good. So, I mean, again, Danny. Okay, I got you. I got you. Now I see the Big Dog Adventures thing. I'm not used to you coming in underneath that one, bud. Lost one of our Ghostbusters yet. Aww. Jeez, criminy. Veteran suicide. Wow. That's terrible. I'm so sorry, Danny. That's terrible. I am so sorry. Thank you, Adrian. I appreciate that. I try. He was a Detroit Ghostbuster. Misty Mountain. How about that? You snuck in you snuck in under the radar, girlfriend. Hope you're doing well. Tomorrow is my citizenship interview. Thank you so much. Oh, honey, you are welcome. You are welcome. I'm still here to help if you need any help with anything. Um, I think you'll do fine. You have been here long enough. I think you understand all the ins and outs of this country. He was a Detroit Ghostbuster. Wow. And you're right, Jan. You're very right. It's not just it's not just the family. It's the friends and the acquaintances. Anybody whose life you've touched feels that loss. That's so sad. And I mean, there's really no help out there for veterans, and there should be. Um, there should be so much more. You know, these people ultimately put it on the line. Uh, they beat the saying. It's like beating a dead horse, but they use the saying over and over again. Every single time that a young man or a young lady signs up for the military, they're giving some of their life away. And sadly, some of them, the whole family winds up giving all away. And it's just so sad. It's so sad. Yeah, Elvis, that's exactly how I feel about it. They send billions overseas. They just sent 368 Harrier 2s over to the Ukraine. You know, how many billions of dollars is that sent over there? Now, yesterday's news said that over half of the Russian military has either been captured or killed. So, I mean, the Ukrainians have been doing great without any help. You know, and then yesterday afternoon, it was confirmed that 368 Harrier 2s were sent over there. So, but yet we have so many homeless veterans on the streets of this country today that just need a little bit of help, need some food, need some counseling, need a place to live, and they aren't getting it. It's really sad. I know what everyone is going through. My cousin, who I was close with, committed suicide in 2012. Can still picture the day he was found in his front yard. Wow, that's sad. Hey, Squatch. Good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well today. That was a that was a very interesting stream last night, sir. I got to watch a little bit of it until dinner time, and had to. Let me see here. No, 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 no. Fuck Instagram. Fuck Instagram. Fuck Instagram. There. Somebody wants to send me a message. Huh. Oh, let me see here. Let me see here. Montez, boss, first A, activist. Very interesting. You know, I wanted to hang around, but my wife tried out something new, probably one of the cheapest recipes she'd ever come across. Which, you know, I'm all about saving money now with the problems trying to save the house and everything. You know, plus we got the wake coming up here in just a few days on Saturday. Putting grandma in the ground next to grandpa at 2 o'clock. Well, putting her urn in the ground next to grandpa at 2 o'clock, and then we got to go to the VFW. Of course, nobody in the family's helping us pay for anything. So, you know, um, figure. But anyway, um, you know, we had to get to VFW, which grandpa and grandma were part of that deal. Um, doing all the cooking and everything. So, I'm a spam guy. I am too. I love spam. Now we just got to figure out what to do with the 3 cans of canned pork that we have in the pantry that people have given us. I don't know why, but for some reason, canned pork just don't even sound good. So we got to come up with something for that instead of just throwing it out. Of course, you know, people people pass away. Everybody finds that as a good excuse to clean out their pantries and stuff of things they don't want, and they bring for donations. We have like 85 cans of whole kernel corn, 30 cans of cut carrots. Um, yeah, see, that's what I was thinking is maybe make, drain the pork juice off of it and make, like pulled pork or something with it. That's what I was actually thinking. It's like, what do you do with canned pork? Why don't anybody ever come up with canned lobster? canned king crab legs or something like that. Of course, there's Ian calling KG a peanut head. Could be worse. Go penis head, and I don't know. I'm gonna have steak on the grill for dinner tonight. My request. Well, it's your birthday. Number one, he should have taken a day off and just spent the whole damn day spoiling you. It's your birthday, for God's sakes. I'm going to have a serious talk with that young man in August when I get you guys back up here. So what the hell, dude? This woman gave you an incredibly beautiful daughter. She's given you, chicklees and everything in your backyard. She puts in a garden. She keeps you fat and sassy. Least you could do is take a day off work and spoil the bejesus out of her all day long. He is spoiling me getting Ashley's old room painted. So he is off work and you got him working on your birthday. Smart girl. Smart girl. Found another chicken leg with some meat left on it, by the way. Barbecue nachos. Canned beef we use for barbecue or cheap stew meat. That makes sense. So what do we hear? Another dog. There can be all the dogs in the world, but there's only one iron dog. We get very many more dogs in here. We're going to rename this place the Dog Pound. He puts in a big garden. I just tell him what to plant. He's on vacation this week for my birthday. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Happy birthday, Jan. I think it's Captain's birthday tomorrow. Which captain? Which captain? Working on new books as we speak. Drew, you're in one of them. Oh, cool. Cool. I call my bedroom the boneyard. Can we discuss that on a PG live stream? Do we want to know why you call your bedroom the boneyard? I would figure with a nickname like Sasquatch, it would be called the what do they call that when they take a tree limb and they bang it against another tree? Knocking. They call it knocking. That's what I would have called it. I would have called it the knocking yard. But boneyard is pretty catchy. I got to admit, boneyard is. It would have been my dad's birthday tomorrow. Miss him much. Well, guys, I know not everybody knows, but Jan does. It was really easy to remember her birthday because her birthday is the day before my dad's birthday. Tomorrow, of course, is, My dad's, he was born in 1941 in March. Today, however, would have been Grandma's 84th birthday. So we wanted to put her in the ground on her birthday, but being in the middle of the week, it was impossible. So we're actually going to do it on Saturday, April Fool's Day. It was her favorite holiday. She loved to walk up to people, and she'd say something back before she had the stroke. She was a big fan of April Fool's Day. She loved to go around and do the April Fool's thing with people, and so that was always a a big ha ha here in the house. His grandma was born in 39, Dad was born in 41. So it's going to be a weird day today. It's going to be a very weird day. Even kept the daughter home from school today because she's been having a lot of problems lately, just breaking down over grandma. And we knew today was going to be exceptionally bad because she always looked forward to helping her mom or helping me make brownies or a birthday cake or something for grandma. And trying to see if grandma could blow out the candles without blowing her dentures out on the cake. That was always a joke. We'd be singing happy birthday to her, and she'd take a big deep breath, and I'd say, don't blow your dentures on the cake. She'd start laughing and stuff. So it's going to be a weird day around here. Today is my dad's mom's birthday as well. Don't call her grandma because she didn't treat me well. Yeah, we've talked about her. Well, like I said earlier, guys, just to recap, we got about 6 minutes left until top of the hour. Um, um, New ideas for this year. I am seriously considering, and I will probably do something today just to see how it is received by the people in our community. I've been stopped multiple times at the stores, at the hardware store, at the farmer's market, Dollar General, wherever we may be. And I've been asked, because I hang business cards everywhere. And people ask me, do you do paranormal? And I will say, well, yeah, yeah, parahistorical, there has to be some kind of historic basis, which, with the first governor of the state of Michigan, Lewis Cass, coming from here, there's a lot of history here. This town was founded in, I believe, like the 1930s, or 1830s. And, hey, Shane, good to see you, bud. Hope you're doing well this morning. Hope Amelia's doing well today. Always in my thoughts and prayers, bud. But of course, people will start telling me, "Oh, well, we have this experience at our house, or we've heard this at our house, or something." So I'm thinking about starting a thing this year called My Haunted House, and actually featuring local houses, local families, things like that, and doing videos of our investigations of their homes. I want to see if they're as open on video talking about things as they're as open talking in the middle of the store with people around about things. So, we're going to give it a try. We're going to see how it's received by the people in the community. I'm going to post something on our local town and county's Facebook pages, and just see if maybe we can start a brand new thing, here in our county, here in our community, about doing the home investigations and getting people's actual stories. Um, of course, like I said, we will be firing up the Buffalo Bill Cody impression this year at different historic events. Um, I will actually probably debut him in Napanee, Indiana, at the Civil War event this year. Um, you guys will also start noticing the small black cat, which is down in the lower right hand corner of the screen right now. Um, Ralphie has always been our unofficial mascot. Here lately, since he turned 5 years old, he has got a lot more wanting to spend time with daddy and stuff like that. So he is now going to be the official mascot of the channel. I'm going to slowly phase out the Raven and phase in the ferocious feline, Mr. Ralphie himself. You're going to start seeing a lot more of him with everything. Um, but, just different. Of course, I'm looking for new investigations. I know Danny is always looking for some new stuff. Um, I got to see what Danny was saying here. Danny was saying something about rephasing something. Today, your shows will upload running Drew on the network. Awesome. When are we going to get back to our interviews, Danny? I seen the one with you and Crystal the other night from Henderson. Oh, please keep doing Ghost to Ghost. Oh, I'm going to keep doing Ghost to Ghost. I'm going to keep doing that. I'm actually working on somebody for Friday night, but they had to wait to start their new job today to find out what their schedule is going to be like. So, worst case scenario, best case scenario, we're going to have a really cool guest this Friday night. And worst case scenario, I'm going to be calling you saying, "Hey, Danny, I need you to step in and be my guest on Ghost to Ghost on Friday." So keep Friday night clear, just in case. Gonna head out. Have a great day. You too, Jan. You take care, sweetheart. Have a wonderful day. I'm sure um, I'm sure I'll be talking to you sometime today. It's only going to be 39 for a high here, so I'm not going out and doing the yard till tomorrow when it's 50. That way, if we have people follow us back after the wake at the VFW, the house and the yard are both clean. So it's gonna, yeah. I'm going to have shitloads to do. All right, Danny, you take care of yourself, bud. And my cousin's name, Cass County. My county was named Cass County before it was changed to Bartow after the war started. General Bartow was killed. First Bull Run. I have new places. Can you bring me on? I could not today. And set up on Facebook or set up on YouTube. But yeah, yeah. If I don't, I'll know this evening about Friday, and I will definitely let you know. Big dog. But all right, guys and gals, it is that time. It is time for me to be like a fat baby and head out. Time for me to be like a tree and leave. Time for me to be like a bunch of birds and get the flock out of here. So don't forget, we still got the giveaway going on. Let me get Mr. Doggy out of the way here so you can see the other photo. We still got the giveaway competition going on. It's going on till the last day of April. The drawing on these things is going to be May 1st on our evening stream. Of course, it is $1 an entry. You can enter as many times as you like. You're going to get a little slip of paper with your name on it. for every single entry you put in. I don't care if you put in 500 entries, I'm going to make 500 little slips of paper with your name on it. And on May 1st, my daughter's going to come in here. She's going to get right down here beside me. I'm going to hold the bowl up, let her stir it around for about 20 or 25 seconds, pull out one name, and that person wins both pictures. These are both oil on canvas. This one here is one of several copies, but it is still a hand-painted version. This one here is a one of a kind. So, and I have found this one here at auction before. This picture by itself averages 150 at auction. This gentleman right here has never sold a picture in auction below $4,000. Some of his paintings go up to $50,000. So we're not going to piddle around with the little shit. We're going to start playing some big games with some big guns. So, all right, let me see here. Sean, you have yourself a blessed day too, bud. Let's talk off air later. Sounds good. I will be here, buddy. But, all right, guys, y'all have a great day. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. God bless you. God love you. I do. We'll see y'all Friday morning for morning coffee and chat. Have a good day, y'all.